third stimulus check update. I'm going to give it to y'all. I'm going to tell y'all my opinion, what I think is going to happen, what's been going on in the news, how that can affect the third stimulus check, and what we all should expect to be in the stimulus package. As you all might know, both Democrats won in Georgia, Ossoff and Warnock. So David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler both lost. So now the Republicans don't hold the majority in the Senate anymore. With that being said, now that you have a Democratic president, a Democratic House, and a Democratic Senate, there's more likely going to be an easier path for the Democrats to bring bills to the floor and actually get them passed. As we all know, Mitch McConnell he didn't even block. He never even brought the bills to the floor. So essentially, he blocked them, but basically he just set them in his pocket, left him on his desk to die. So as Joe Biden went out and campaigned in Georgia yesterday, he stated that he definitely, if the two Democratic candidates won, that stimulus checks for $2,000 will be passed much easier. With that being said, those stimulus checks for $2,000, they aren't added. They're gonna be adjusted. So if that bill get brought back to the floor, you have to take away the $600 that you already got in the stimulus checks that we just got. Those small little checks, okay? So you would get another stimulus check for $1,400. But as of lately, Chuck Schumer came out today after the election was over and stated that because he's going to be the new leader in the Senate, not Mitch McConnell anymore. Mitch, he's out of there. But Chuck Schumer is going to be the new head of Senate majority, and he wants to bring the bill to the floor right away. The Senate isn't going to bring any new bills to the floor until late January 20th. Okay? So Biden will be in office. The new senators will be there. But what's been gaining momentum is this $2,000 monthly stimulus check. This bill was brought to the floor in May by Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, and Ed Markey. So they brought this bill to the Senate in May, so it's actually gaining a lot of potential. 54% Republicans are on board with this bill, 78% of the Democrats are on board with this bill, and 60% of the Independent Party is on board, right? I don't want to say for sure that we're going to get this check, but there is a good chance because the Republicans, the Democrats, and some of the Independent Party, they think that we need this to stimulate the economy to keep everybody going, being that there's still a lot of people who aren't working, and we know that there's like $70 billion in rent relief needed for landlords and tenants alike. So I think it's a good chance. I want to say like a 55% chance that we probably could even get $50 stimulus checks each month. But I can almost guarantee that at the end of January, Joe Biden and the House and the Senate, they're definitely going to pass another $2,000 stimulus package. But it may be adjusted to take the $600 out so you get the $1,400. This is important to Joe Biden because he said we definitely need to beat this virus. Coronavirus still need to be taken care of. It's not done. We're just in the middle of it. The Republicans, they are still fighting for a liability insurance for small businesses and small business protection. The Democrats, they're looking to get more state and local government funding. So I think that all these bills can get passed, but they're all going to be bundled in one. The last bill that was passed, it piggybacked off the omnibus bill, the bill to fund the government. So that's the reason Trump didn't sign the last bill right away. Those numbers that Trump gave out, those weren't in the stimulus package. They had nothing to do with the stimulus package, the money that was getting sent to foreign countries. That definitely was getting sent to foreign countries, but that was a part of the omnibus bill, the bill that funds the government. And those weren't like new legislations or new amounts of money that America is just giving out now. America has been paying these fees for a long time. If you go and you look at the data, this isn't like the first time we were giving all these foreign countries all this money. No, we've been doing this. So that was a part of the omnibus bill, not the stimulus bill. So I definitely think that we're going to get at least $1,400 in a new stimulus package. But what I do think is going to be different this time is the small stimulus check you just got. If you had adult dependents over 17, you didn't get $600 for those dependents. And the new bill, when it come up in January 20th, I'm pretty sure that the Democratic Party is going to put it so that ITIN numbers, adult dependents, college kids, whatever, there's going to be stimulus money for all of them. As OAC amended the bill last time when Donald Trump said give everybody $2,000, then he doubled down and said not only give people who are going to get the stimulus check $2,000, give their dependents $2,000 also. So OAC, she amended the bill to read that, so we might even get $2,000 per dependent. So that's what I'm pretty sure the stimulus bill will come back as in late January. Either the amended $2,000 or they're going to come back with the $2,000 monthly stimulus check bill. And because we're having a lot of problems right now with the the PPP, those programs aren't working right now, and a lot of people still aren't getting their unemployment. Like in Illinois, for say, the unemployment isn't ready. They're still trying to get the system back up and running, which is weird because we just hit this system a couple months ago. But whatever, that's the government for you. They have to get the computers back up and running so they can start getting the unemployment, and that's gonna come. So I don't know how they're gonna amend the unemployment part, because as you all know, previously Nancy Pelosi said that she wanted to give everybody $600 a week. I don't know if that's gonna go higher, because I know that the unemployment stops March 11th or March 13th, somewhere in there, because there was a end date on it. So I can't say if the Democrats are going to go back and try to amend the unemployment part of the bill, but I definitely know the stimulus check part of the bill is definitely going to come back up. So for sure, by the end of January, I think we will have that third stimulus check to stimulate the economy, because those tiny checks, those didn't do nothing for nobody. It wasn't even a stimulus check. It was more like a little relief, and that was it. You know, with everything that's going on, I think that the government should have taken care of the economy just as other countries are doing. But that's just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people are going to say that we're running up the debt, or whatever. We're putting our GDP at risk. But in my personal opinion, and this is just my opinion, China GDP was going to catch ours anyway. I think that's why our government don't want to add on so much debt. But with the interest rate so long, even the Fed, Jerome Powell, he's running, saying run the printing machine. Right now, interest rates are so long, run the printing machine. But Republicans say no. So there was a standstill, and I think that affected them in the Georgia election, because for the last 6 years, there's been a Republican at the as Senate majority. This is the first time in 6 years that there's been a Democrat, Chuck Schumer. He's going to be the Senator majority. And as everyone knows, Georgia has always been a red state. So for it to flip and go blue, A lot of people say it's Donald Trump fault, this and that. I can't say for sure, but I know the voters turned up. That was one of, well, they spent so much money on campaigning also, but that was one of the highest voter rate that Georgia had got in the election in years. So they flipped. Georgia voted blue for the presidency. Georgia voted blue for the Senate, which is new. And they have one Democrat House of Representative also. So Georgia went from red to blue, which actually helped out the Democrats a lot. And now it was just like a slam dunk this election year. I don't think the Democrats did it pretty at all, but at the end of the day, it don't matter how good it looked, they got there. It was a tough journey for them. They got there. Chuck Schumer said today that their first thing when at the end of January, they're going to work on this stimulus check. Joe Biden promised it the day before the Georgia election. We all know Nancy Pelosi been pulling for a big stimulus check since this past summer. So I firmly believe that we're going to get a big stimulus check. So that was just an update on the stimulus check. Y'all do me a favor, like and share this video if you like the content in it. And until next time, and so speak, let's talk third stimulus checks.